Next, we will see the introductory part about infectious diseases. So, what is meant by infectious diseases? These infectious diseases are the diseases which are caused by any biological agent, for example, virus, bacteria, para- parasite, or fungi, and are capable of getting transmitted from patient to a healthy person by a way or by the various routes. See here I am repeating what is meant by infectious diseases. These are the diseases which are caused by any biological agent such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, or the parasite, and are capable of getting transmitted from patient to a healthy person by a various routes. In this definition, it includes the disease caused by virus, bacteria, parasite, fungi, and prawns. Then the infection in the term involves several events. First, that is invasion of disease causing agent, that is pathogen in an organism body tissue. First, that is in infection is the term involves several events. First, that is invasion of disease causing agent. It means disease causing agent, it means pathogen in the organism body tissue. Then multiplication of pathogen in host body. Then and third, that is and the reaction of host tissue to the infectious agent and toxins produced by pathogen. These infectious diseases are also called as transmissible diseases or the communicable diseases. See, I am repeating, these infectious diseases which are also called as what? It is also called as transmissible diseases or the communicable diseases, and they are having capacity to spread from a person to a healthy person. Yes, this infectious diseases is also called as transmissible diseases or the communicable diseases, and they are having capacity to spread from a spread to a from a person to another healthy person. Next, that is pathogen. So what is pathogen? It means what? A disease causing agent. The agent which causes a disease, it means pathogen. So pathogen are the microscopic organism which are having capacity to induce a disease in the other individual after invasion into the body, that is bacteria. These examples of this pathogen, that is bacteria, fungi, or viruses. And this pathogen are, it may be primary pathogen or the opportunistic pathogens. First, that is primary pathogens. These are the both, of course, both pathogen, it also both are the disease causing agent. Another name for this pathogens, it means a disease causing agent. It means what? These are the agent which are responsible for inducing or the causing the disease. It is simply the pathogen. These primary pathogens causes a disease as a result of their presence or the activity within the normal healthy host, and their intrinsic virulence is a necessary consequence of their reproduction and also spread. Then opportunistic pathogen, these are the pathogen can cause a disease in a host with compromised immune system, that is decreased immune system. This opportunistic infection may be caused by microbes ordinarily in contact with host such as pathogenic bacteria or the fungi in the gastrointestinal or the upper respiratory tract. Then we'll see the transmission. First, that is transmission. It is transmitted. These infectious diseases are transmitted through a droplet contact, then fecal oral transmission, then sexual transmission, then oral transmission, then vertical transmission, then heterogenic transmission and vector borne transmission. This infectious diseases is also called as what? Transmissible diseases or the communicable diseases, and these diseases are transferred through a droplet contact, then fecal oral transmission, then sexual transmission, next oral transmission, then vertical transmission, next heterogenic transmission, and last that is vector borne transmission. We will see one by one. In droplet contact, it is also known as respiratory route. It means these infectious diseases are transmitted through a droplet contact. It means it is also called as a respiratory route. It means the disease are transferred through a respiratory route, and the resultant infection can be termed as a airborne disease. Airborne disease. And this disease can be transmitted through a sneezing or the coughing of infected person. See here, I am repeating. First, that is droplet contact. Droplet contact. It is also known as what? Transmission through the respiratory route. And due to this transmission through the respiratory route, there is what will happen? There is infection can be termed as a airborne disease. And this disease can be transmitted through what? Through the sneezing and the coughing of infected person. The next, fecal oral transmission. In this type of transmission, the foodstuffs or water become contaminated, and people who eat and drink them then become infected. The common fecal oral transmitted pathogens, it includes Vibrio cholerae, then rotavirus, then Entamoeba histolytica. The examples of this fecal oral transmission, this pathogen, it includes Vibrio cholerae, Giardia species, then rotavirus and Entamoeba histolytica. These are the pathogens includes, or these are the examples of pathogen of fecal oral transmission. Then sexual transmission. In this disease, the disease is transmitted to a healthy person through a sexual act with infected person. Then next, oral transmission. In this mode of transmission, the disease are transmitted primarily by a oral route through indirect contact, such as sharing a drinking glass or a cigarette, or a direct oral contact, such as any example, that is direct contact. Yes, then next, that is vertical transmission. In that, or it is directly from mother to an embryo. Yes, vertical transmission. In that, the disease that are transmitted primarily directly from a mother to an embryo, fetus or baby during pregnancy or the childbirth, and it can occur when the mother get an infection during pregnancy. See, I am repeating here. In vertical transmission, directly from the mother to an embryo, fetus or baby during a pregnancy or childbirth. During a pregnancy or childbirth. Then it can occur when the mother get infected or mother gets an infection during the pregnancy. The next mode of transmission, that is heterogenic transmission. This transmission is due to medical procedures such as injection or the transplantation of infected material. This heterogenic transmission, this mode of transmission is due to what? It is due to the medical procedures such as injections or the transplantation of infected material. Then next, vector-borne transmission. In this type of mode of transmission, The disease are transmitted through a vector, and the vector is an organism which cannot induce the disease, but it can transfer the pathogens responsible for developing a disease in a healthy person. See, I am repeating here. In vector borne transmission, in this the diseases are transmitted through the vector, and the vector is an organism which cannot induces the disease, but it can transfer the pathogens which are responsible for developing the disease in a healthy person. So this is the basic or the introductory part about the infectious diseases. What is definition, the different terms, then pathogen and the mode of transmission of these infectious diseases or the communicable diseases, or the another name for this type of diseases, that is transmissible diseases.